Suzuki XN85. The XN85's power and engine characteristics weren't overwhelming. What was cool about it was the frame and geometry set towards sportiness of the bike. It even had low clip-on handlebars and 16-inch front wheel, previously only seen on race bikes. Another interesting feature of this model was that the oil was sprayed underneath the pistons to improve cooling. Kawasaki Z1R-TC. The Z1R-TC was kinda a lame attempt to create a turbo bike. The whole package was built around the same frame, the same suspension, and even the engine was left the same internal wise. The chassis simply could not cope with the massive 40 horsepower power race. Besides, the engine lacked a rev limiter and there wasn't even a warranty from the factory for engine failures. Honda CX5 Turbo. The CX series was something very similar to a Moto Guzzi. There was a longitudinally mounted V-twin engine and a shaft drive. They all were water-cooled with electric starting only, and then a few years later they came up with a turbo-equipped variant, the CX5 Turbo. IconSheene. Using one of the larger engines, the Suzuki GSX 1400's 4-cylinder, this thing was made as a tribute to Barry Sheene. It was the most powerful and most expensive bike at the time, and it featured equipment like B-tube suspension, carbon fiber wheels or billet 6-piston front calipers. Kawasaki GP Z750 Turbo. The GP Z750 Turbo is related to the 750 and 1100cc models, but it wasn't just the turbo different on the bike. The engine was modified, the gearbox was strengthened, and a firmer rear suspension was adapted. The turbocharged 750 was as fast as the GP Z1100, but the engine had a potential of up to 200 horsepower. Yamaha XN650 Turbo. The Yamaha's only turbocharged motorcycle is often compared to the Honda's rival CX650 Turbo. However, the XJ650 Turbo benefited from more cylinders and more even exhaust pulses to spool up the turbo. It was air-cooled only, had 4 carburetors and had twin mufflers, one for the turbo exhaust and the other one for overboost. Honda CX650 Turbo. The following model year of the CX500 Turbo meant a new larger engine and 18 horsepower more. As the displacement grew, the boost was lowered, which provided smoother engine characteristics. It had upgraded Showa suspension and less than 1800 bikes were built. Suzuki Recursion. The Suzuki Recursion dominated headlines in 2013 when it was revealed. Although it is still just a concept, the PE Suzuki is working hard on a production version. According to patent sketches, it seems it is going to use a conventional double cradle frame, which will work as a turbo piping to some extent as well. The twin cylinder is said to have 1000cc bike torque figures.